Hi, happy Sunday, my parents. So I want to quickly explain this topic I started, I think, like 2 days ago about not having to make women choose between having babies and having to work because of what is happening in Cameroon and what we all know, how sometimes women might not be given jobs, maybe because they are pregnant, or maybe because even the employer already forecast that they might get pregnant at one point. So I use this example. I actually use this example of at my workplace where my colleague actually is permitted even to bring a child. The child is prepared a spacious space so that the child can sit and play while the mother works. The child even attends our meetings and that. So that was just an example I was using. And that example was just to say, look at how far people can go to create opportunities, to give an allowance, to give a chance for a nursing mother to still be able to work while having the baby. So every workplace might not do the same. Every workplace might not, of course, might not be expected to do the same because it now depends on the nature of the work. But then it is just to say that this is an example of how much companies can actually consider nursing mothers. So even if the mother is not expected to come to work, for example, what also happens here, women are also permitted to have some months. I think they can have even up to a year at home, even though from a certain time it's not going to be paid leave again. But if you're somebody, maybe your husband works and your husband can cover up the family, and then you have that right, you have that choice to choose that you want to stay longer with your child, maybe until your child starts working or until you stop breastfeeding your child. You have this decision to make. But one good thing is you don't fear losing your job. That is why there's this thing in Germany, for example. There's this option of temporary employment where people are employed temporarily and you know that you're just going to replace somebody who is sick for some time or somebody who is on a nursing leave, a mother leave, or something like that. So with these options, I guess it's easier. It's easier for women to know that they are not supposed to choose between having their babies. They can still have their babies and still have their jobs secured. Unless you are the one to say, you know what, I don't want to continue working after having my baby. But it should not be something where women are put in between this thing to make a choice. If you want to have a baby, you stop. And from what I heard from the comments I read, people were talking about employers even not treating women well, or even the comments or side comments that were made because women are having babies while working. So this is just the point I was trying to make, and I guess we can all look into this, and also let's try to push this narrative out there. I think Cameroon can do better. I think we can begin to look at those things. There are people who do not have jobs and they don't mind even being employed temporarily to replace somebody who is coming back to her job or his job in case of somebody who is on sick leave. So let's not make this option of somebody will be afraid to get pregnant because immediately you even tell your boss that you're pregnant, you have to be sacked from work or you have to lose your job. So this is exactly the point I was trying to make, and I really hope that we can get to understand it better. Thank you.